Yo, 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 what is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Bazillion for real dough.
Yes, yes, sure.
It is your main man, Coach Five,
It's that dude, Mr. Lewis.
and we, missing MG the Great, of course, are the Candid.
Special shouts to him.
Yeah, man, he won't be here tonight again. Well, I'm gonna blow him up because last week he fell asleep. He was working out and he fell asleep and forgot.
mm,
But this week he got a good reason. Tomorrow's his born day, so we got something special going on. So
Word.
we're gonna hold it down the best we can uh, while we're waiting for till our brother gets back next week. But in the meantime and in between time, welcome to the Candid Corner. This is the show that talks smack about everything from sports to movies to TV shows to music, and we most definitely rap hip hop right here. Your hosts, Coach Fa, Mr. Lewis, and MG the Great, bring it real straight to your face, baby. The Candid Corner.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Back again. Man, listen. You know what? Because we should have a special guest popping in a little later on to the show, we're
Right,
going to
right.
jump right in and get into this headline heat. Welcome to
Headline. Heat.
Yo, big shouts to Willie C and everybody following on Twitter. We got mad love for y'all, for real.
Word. And also, happy birthday shout out to my little brother, Will. Much love.
Happy birthday, Lil Do, in the building.
Yeah, yeah. He's a great artist, y'all. Go check him out. Follow him on all the socials. Buy his
Bang,
art.
bang. Bang, bang. Yo, one thing I am not going to do today, Mr. Lewis,
What's that, brother?
for the headlinest of all headlines, I am so tired of the topic.
Oh, my God.
Yo, we are not going there if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. I've clicked so many not interested and
Oh
unfollowed
my
people. It's
god,
crazy.
my finger hurts from not interested, not interested. Hide, hidden.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, it's to the point where like every fourth thing on my social media timelines, like every fourth thing was that. And then every fifth and sixth thing was that. And then every eighth and 12th thing was that. And then every 15th and 20th thing was that. I'm like, well, y'all give it a rest? Like, God.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know,
one
it
of my
wasn't even all
friends.
that interesting.
It's like one of my friends on Facebook said. Shout out to Tom Muller. He was like, "Folks is really out here trying to get their master's degrees off on Hollywood gossip."
For real. Like, dissertations and thesis statements and such. You know? What the real message is, like, dude, two clowns on TV. Next.
Two words, well, three words. We're all human.
I don't even know what that thing was about, but word, we are all human. And this poor human is having probably the worst day of his life.
This collection represents 35 years of my life. Okay, fool? Our journey begins with this mug.
David, microphone.
Whoa!
Who
Oh, Lord,
is
that was
having a
bad.
worse day than him right now?
Word. Jeez.
My lord. 35 years of this man's craft and skill.
Shattered in about
one fell
35 seconds.
swoop. In one fell swoop, Lou.
Yeah, man.
35 years of his life is over. No proof of nothing. I am not one to condone murder.
Yeah.
But if that cameraman or the mic boom guy came up missing, I think I'd understand.
Yeah. Or if that boom ended up his boom.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, those that are listening on Spotify or Anchor, the clip that I just showed was a gentleman with a whole room full of glorious glass creations. And there was a ceiling fan. And the microphone guy with the boom, somehow the mic got caught up in the ceiling fan and destroyed everything. Crash, boom. It's so sad. Just like, if I can get this to play correctly. You know, and sometimes I really do appreciate, the social medias sometimes. I really do, because they provide you with so many gems.
Yeah.
And this one gem right here, Lou, yeah. Let's let it circle back.
You know what, Marlo? My mama don't like you, and she likes everyone.
Well, now, if your mama had been a little more selective, you might know who your daddy is.
Wow.
Yes.
That one
Big shout out to Mother Gibbs.
Years old, putting that slap down.
Yeah.
Like, wow. That's not even like your mom talking. That's like your grandma.
Yeah. She says she's the queen of the clapbacks.
I knew your mama. I knew her no good daddy.
It's like,
too.
y'all want to know where Martin and Pam got their dynamic from? It was from George and Florence.
Yes, Lord. Yes. That's exactly where they got that banter from. And Florence is sharp, boy. Sharp is a tizak. All right, so among other things that have gone on, ladies and gentlemen, time for a little bit of Coach Fire self-promotion in the building, just a little bit. I just wanted to share this with y'all. To something that I was able to experience and be a part of, and that was real cool. So,
right on.
yeah, man. I had met General Steele that day. I had met Smoke Dizzer that day.
Right.
Yeah, man, it was a really good day. I had met the sound engineer that worked on the Public Enemy Shut 'Em Down remix.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cool dude.
And it's crazy how the universe connects, because I'm actually listening to a podcast talking about Dante Ross's career, and the episode is right on the Pete Rock and CL Smooth era.
Huh, that's funny. Yeah, because Dante was also in the episode, but I met Dante when I did the Brand Nubian episode a few years back.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we connected in this hip hop world. Y'all know?
You know what I mean? Like,
My guy is connected. My guy. My friends are cooler than yours.
Well, it was a surprise that I was actually in the Soul for Real episode 2. I was in earlier segment of that one, but that was cool. That was cool too. And if y'all see, I had the Candid Quarter sweatshirt on in that one, repping Famzilla's.
Yeah.
You know how we do. All right, so Bruce Arians retired.
Yeah, wow.
And Todd Bowles is taking over as coach of Tampa Bay.
Guess he got his
And-
ring. Shout out
Say that
to
again?
York City's own Bruce Arians. As I said before, he graduated from the same high school my son did,
Bang, there you go.
and my siblings.
There you go. And yeah, so Todd Bowles is taking over. So we got a black head coach with a Mercedes-Benz of a team, as opposed to the usual Pinto they didn't give him. And Todd, it's funny that Todd came from one of those Pintos, because the Jets did him dirty back in the day while they were tanking for Sam Darnold.
Right.
And then they get Sam Darnold, they start putting pieces around Sam Darnold, and then they fire Todd Bowles and put Adam Gase in, and the whole thing goes to crap. But I think it's really funny how agendas are created. Because I was watching today, and a lot of the talk was, and the way they phrased it is hilarious. You know this didn't happen, but, and then here it comes. Did Tom Brady force Bruce Arians out because he wanted more of a taskmaster to be the head coach? Like, what? What? Well, you'll stop. It's just like the other day when people were prognosticating about why Lamar Jackson hasn't signed, and somebody was like, well, maybe he just doesn't like Baltimore, and that's got to be it, because, you know, nothing else makes sense. So he came out on Twitter, and he was like, you know, who in the hell are y'all? You know, stop trying to be in my head.
For
Like,
real.
I love where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, again, and Craig Carton, the other day after the Knicks loss, the last loss, he came out and said, before the Charlotte game, I believe it was when we lost to Atlanta. He was like, you know, this is unconfirmed, and he said it on his show. This is unconfirmed, but I heard Julius Randle wants out and told the front office tonight that he wants to trade.
Really?
And then a New York sports writer created a full-on article comparing him to Harden, talking about how he changed his clothes by himself in the locker room where no press is actually allowed in, and all this. And then my main man, Ian Begley, who always tells the actual truth today, reported that Randall himself said that was unfounded. There's no truth to it. But because Carton had an unconfirmed rumor, folks start getting to the tippy type and start creating all this whimsical and fantasy. And the thing is, on Nick's Twitter, the day that Carton said it, it blew up. Bruh. I'm here, more dissertations, more thesis statements, you know, all of this stuff off of nothing. And then today, the report is nothing, and it just all disappears. You got a few people, I still believe it.
Yeah, man.
Good for you, guy. Good for you. Yo, two big things coming up. Tomorrow and Saturday, the Final Four.
Yes.
The women's Final Four. Tomorrow, starting 7 p.m. and at 9:30 p.m. we got South Carolina versus number one South Carolina with Coach of the Year, South Carolina versus number one Louisville. And the second game is the number one Stanford versus number two UConn. It's weird that UConn's number two these days, though. But after like all those years of dominance, you know, Gino and all of that. Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes. Sue Bird still talking smack. Rightfully so. So I'm sorry, Dawn Staley got South Carolina clicking in such a way. Oh, and they also have Defensive Player of the Year too this year. I really think South Carolina is going to win this whole thing. I really would be surprised if they didn't. But the first hurdle is Louisville, and I think they'll get past Louisville. Then I think actually UConn might very well surprise and sneak past Stanford.
Yeah, I believe it.
I think so. I mean, Stanford's playing really, really well this year too, man. I mean, none of these games are easy.
At
you know
all.
what I mean? No, none of these games are easy at all. They're not cakewalks, and there's great coaching all over the place, and there's really skilled ladies all over the place. But I'm sorry, Dawn just got them, and she gave that team her dog mentality, and they are just knocking teams out right now. So I'm sorry, my money's on South Carolina. What you think, man?
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, you explained it thoroughly. Yeah, but as we've seen in the past, UConn is known to come through and shut everything down. So
fair. And as we've seen in the past, a 3-point shot with no seconds left changes everything.
Yes, absolutely. It already happened a couple times this year.
Yeah, man. I mean, my bracket looks like yuck mouth by now.
I haven't even looked at mine in about 4 days. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, my winner is still alive, so it's not complete meh, but it's damn near close. Speaking of, now we've got. I mean, it's the classic Blue Bloods, and I know there are some people out there that are actually mad at that. It's always a luck of the draw, man. It's not planned to go down this way at all. So how it ends up is how it ends up, and I don't think it'll be boring.
No,
I think
absolutely not.
You got Villanova versus Kansas. The number 2 Villanova Wildcats coming out of Big East versus Kansas. Number 1,
PA Sports.
Bang bang. And you got number 8 North Carolina versus number 2 Duke. That's the 8:49 game. The Villanova game is 6:09. I need out of that one. And I know one of Villanova's players got injured in their last game, so I think they're shorthanded. So that shorthanded might give them more fight though. This is college, not necessarily the NBA. So
yeah.
I'm hoping Kansas pulls this one out, but nothing's etched in stone. And Duke, North Carolina is going to be a typical Duke, North Carolina, but I think Duke comes out of this one because they got the Coach K retiring, mojo and all that magic going around with that. So I think more than likely, I think Duke comes out of that, and it ends up being Kansas Duke. I think I have that in one of my brackets because I did 2, but I know I didn't in one of them. I have Kansas or somebody else. That was like my Cinderella bracket. But I didn't have St. Peter's going far at all, so I was wild wrong on that one. And big shouts, their head coach is now the head coach of Seton Hall. Things just move that quickly in college. So that's about all I have. What do you think about this, the Final Four, and how it's all going to wrap up?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was rooting for Villanova. As you said, one of their players got injured. Could make them more hungry, could make them an easy defeat. We'll see. But in the end, I still think that kind of like UConn, Duke will come through and shut everything down. At least that's what it says on my bracket.
Big shouts to the brackets.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with some more Candid Corner.
Yes, sure. Stay tuned.
To the beat show.
Ruh.
Give me that, you mother.
Coming to theaters near you.
hungry hippos. No one is safe. Hide your children, hide your wives, hide your goats, hide your dogs. They're all for breakfast, lunch, and dinner here in the Serengeti. That's not even music. That's what it sounds like when they're eating you. You better run. Coming soon to a theater near you.
You hear the music, you better run.
That was wild clever. That's wild clever. All right, so we got about 10 minutes until General Steele is in the building, and I'm making all kinds of ruckus with this microphone in my desk. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
We do it live, y'all.
Yo, and we keep it true. Speaking of live, is NBA Live. Yo, I literally just heard that Trae Young got injured, and he injured his leg, and he exited the game. I hope he's okay.
Yes, much recovery to the young boy.
Yeah, man, they're in that play-in scenario right now, and they need to make sure that, you know, they can finish out the season strong.
Yeah. Because, yes, if he
Sad
don't come back...
If they were to lose tonight's game and the rest of their games, and we win, we might catch them. But nobody's wishing bad on anyone.
Yeah. Watching this Milwaukee-Brooklyn game right now. It's pretty close.
Yeah. What's going on with that one?
Right now, Milwaukee's up by 2. I was kind of salty the way Giannis came through with that game-breaking, game-winning dunk on us. But, hey, that's why he's the Greek freak.
True.
It's all good.
Oh, wow. I just found something, Lou. This is breaking. Yo.
Uh-oh.
Antonio Brown says, I still feel like I can put up big numbers, and I see what these guys are getting paid. I just wonder why my value isn't being upheld as the same.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen you for the past couple years?
What? 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 Yeah. I can't. It's so hard. I can't even talk, man. I mean, I have literally just read the stupidest thing I've seen in a very, very, very long time. And I've seen a lot of dumb stuff. Let's keep that real. I've seen a lot of dumb stuff. But what? Dude, you lucky you still in the league.
Yeah, bro.
Like, dude, why choose violence?
Yeah, and it's like, it's not the 90s or 2000 aughts anymore. You can't be running around here being a prima donna, acting a fool, and still be collecting big checks. T.O. destroyed that for everybody.
Fair. That's just, I mean, wow. Really? I mean, come on, my man. Yo, Philly's playing Detroit, right?
I believe so, but you know how that go here locally. It's not on the air here, or else that's the game I'd be watching.
Yeah, I know that's so weird how that goes down. It looks like y'all winning though, so that's good. Looks like 17 left in the third. Oh, that's just a clip from it. Okay, so y'all probably won that one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but Trae Young went out with 1:10 left in the second quarter, and he was helped off the court by an assistant coach. Yeah, so that's looking kind of tough.
Yeah, word. Not looking good for Atlanta.
Yeah, it's sad when that happens, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I don't know if you saw this, Lou, but you got to see this dunk by your dude. I am going to pull that over in just a second. There we go. You got to see this dunk by your dude, yo. We are doing this live because Joel Embiid.
The process.
Yo. Embiid is a beast, man.
Yeah, man.
He is just one of the most dominant players in the league right now. And honestly, I know that they're trying to somehow hype up Jokic again as the MVP. I mean, what adversity has he had this year? Embiid has not had his wingman, his second star player. He's had to do it all
Yeah, man.
Harden. And Harden got the hammy and stuff, so he's in, he's out. I mean, Joel is holding this down by himself, pretty much. Especially since they got rid of Seth.
Yeah.
He's the MVP in my humble opinion.
Absolutely, I agree.
You know, it's great that Jokic is doing what he can do, and it's great that he can pass.
Yeah, he's an amazing player. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But they not winning the chip this year, but Philly got a chance.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I feel like if you put Embiid and Jokic one-on-one with a ball, I think Embiid wins that.
Well, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna put it right here on the Candid Corner tonight. If the Sixers win the championship this year, I don't believe in putting like people's faces or like corporate brands on my body when it comes to ink. But if the Sixers win, I will get a 76ers logo tattooed on my arm.
That's fair. Because it's actually weird and surprising that I don't have anything Knicks. Like permanently emblazoned. But you was there when I got all my tats, though. Keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Now that I think about that, man, you was there for at least the first.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Then I got the next two in Arizona, but you was there for the first one. That's what's up. And I was there for y'all's first one.
Yep. First and second one. Yep. First, second, and third one.
Yeah. See, because y'all money was. My money.
Hey.
Remember, my money was never right. Yo.
Yeah.
The Army was a funny. Yo, ladies, just real quick, it was a jacked up story. My luck, man. Listen, I had an account. I had a bank account. Yes, I did. After a while, I didn't have any money in it. And they closed it and didn't tell me because I had left for basic training. So, see, in basic training, they gave me a check. But by AIT, it had to be, routed through the bank or whatever.
Right.
So,
electronic.
Right. So the Army was paying me, but it wasn't going nowhere. It would bounce back. Because the routing at the account was closed, so it wasn't heading nowhere.
Right.
And I had no idea any of this was going on. Like, I'm like, hey, how come everybody got paid? I ain't get paid. So I used to have to take trips up to, what is it? I forget what they call that now. But like the main office in the main office building, and I have to sit there and talk to the people in the treasury room and explain to them, and they have to fill out the form, and then they thought I was taking an advance on my check. So they would tell me I could only...
Okay, yeah. Finance, yeah.
Finance, yes. So then they would be like, we'll take this off of your check. I'm like, what do you mean? I never got paid. What do you mean? Dude, will you look? So as it turns out, they made me have to go down to First Union when First Union wasn't Wachovia. and I had to get a new account down there. So First Union in Georgia is where I got my very first ACH debit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the army, and it took almost the whole time I was with y'all. I ain't getting my money right to nearly the end of that whole time.
I remember.
Yeah, big shouts to y'all for holding me down until I got my money. Then I would splurge on everybody.
Word.
I'm out here splashing until I was broke again. And the next
we out there stunting like a bad boy video.
For real.
We back to the hard life on Monday. Back at PT, sweating out that alcohol.
That's okay. That's too much real talk. You out here telling secrets. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this one quick marvelous commercial of one of my favorite brands.
Stay right here.
It's the fourth quarter. We're down by 1. No seconds left. And you gotta eat your breakfast. So what you gotta get is that RJ Barrett crunch time. That's right, boys and girls, it's crunch time. Get your wonderful breakfast on right before school. You're not gonna be late because the food is gonna just devour itself and just evaporate right in your mouth and give you all the nutrition you need because it's crunch time. That's right. RJ Barrett, crunch time, straight from Kellogg's and them. The folks that gave you them Rice Krispies and things. You feel me? Crunch time, baby. Go get you a bowl, go get you 2. Go win for your team, win for your school. Crunch time.
I'm a kick my school, it's time for me to go. I can't curse cause heaven said so.
Oh, snap. When P-Rock came out, ooh, you like, Lord, I can't wait to see who, you know what I mean? P-Rock is an assassin.
Now I'm gonna get back to the subject.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my brother, General Steele.
Big salute, big salute.
Peace. Welcome, brother. Welcome back.
Man, great to be here again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had my little mans over here a little while ago, and they had me watching Snowfall. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even realize. I'm like, wow, okay, they back.
Yeah.
That almost had me, y'all. Almost had me. But it's good to be here, man. Word is bond. You know, power to the people on deck.
Indeed, my brother, indeed. I just had a little technical glitch, so I wasn't able to hear what you just said, but I definitely appreciate you coming on the show, hanging out with us again. Now, you got a lot going on, so I really appreciate it.
Nah, this is true, man. This is definitely, and it's a good space right now for me and my brother, you know, especially after, you know, 2 years on lockdown. It just seems so crazy, you know. We definitely preparing to hit the road. Long overdue, man. Long overdue. So I know a lot of people out there, you know, can't wait. It almost seemed like it's unreal, you know. It's like honestly, I got like this wild anxiety. Like I want to go, and then I'm like, man, I feel like I'm out of practice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, you know, just to be honest with the craft, it's difficult. When you do something that you're used to. This is my regimen. This is my therapy, and then like jumping into it, like, you know, it's deeper than rap with me, man. But I'm blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful, man. I'm so like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get out there and give it to the people, the fans that have been rocking with us and waiting for us to come back, man. I'm super excited.
Yeah, we know we're waiting for it. Yeah. And for those who don't know or haven't been on, please go to Smif-N-Wessun.com.
Yes. Yes, get your information, get your gear, merchandise, see what's going on with the bros, and catch up on the current events, the stuff that you have missed. Yeah, man. We also just came back from North Carolina a couple of weeks ago, so we working on album number Build or Destroy. You know what I'm saying? We got up with the bro, Ninth Wonder and the council one more time. And we went out there for like 2 weeks, man. We had a rap-a-thon, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the same thing as far as traveling to me, because it's like, all right, like just that easy, man. Our last album came out like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, bro. Like we ain't really get a rollout, you know, because as soon as we came out, you know, it was lockdown. Right. We had plans on doing a whole lot with the all, and you know, because of circumstances, situations, it didn't work out. But we was able to go down there and record some incredible music, and I'm excited about that.
Right.
You know, I'm excited to like let the people hear that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no release date. You know, we got tentative titles, but I don't want to put it out there because, you know, people be stealing your staff.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? But we got some incredible music. We got a couple of new producers that's down with the Soul Council. Still got the same squadron. But you know, the family, we went back down with the family and got into the groove, man. It was very refreshing. You know, to get back into the studio and create. You know what I mean? You forget how much how important these things are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're not doing them. It's like, nah, this is different than just a job. Like, people are suffering from what you call seasonal. What's it called? Let me see. I wrote it down somewhere.
Right.
Seasonal. Pawn self, brothers. Seasonal affective disorder.
Okay.
Seasonal affective disorder. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And I was watching a program, and the young lady was talking about how she was suffering from seasonal affective disorder. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, wow, sad. How ill is that? And how long this has been around? You know what I mean? Like, how many people know that they are sick, or they mentally are, you know, not 100%. Right. You can feel it, right? It's like you look around, like, oh, people wilding, like everybody is on something right now.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like, yo, it's a very interesting time. I mean, some might even say frightening, because you got to check yourself. You know what I mean? Check yourself before you wreck yourself, for real, especially now, because, you know, now's a time where you got to preserve your life. It's precious to be alive, man. You know what I mean? And you got to feel that. You got to stress that. You got to pump that. You know, we got to get T-shirts that just says, yo, live. You know what I mean? Live your life. Live to the fullest extent. And just, like, you know, especially with the young brothers and sisters out here that's running around town with the pound strap down. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, you got all the opportunities to make a meal, you know, and feed family. And y'all blowing it, man. You can't blame nobody, man. You know what I mean? It's definitely a wicked cycle. So me being an elder, about to step into my elder statesman, I'm trying to rock my OG legendary status properly. You know what I mean? To be able to reach a certain plateau and still be putting out music that people care about, man, that's a blessing, man. You know what I mean? We lost a lot of folks over these last 2 years, man. It was like dominoes, man. And to be able to kick it with you brothers and the people that's out there on deck, like, it's exhilarating, man. You know what I mean? So give thanks for you brothers. Give thanks for the game, man. Give thanks for this game that we created for our necessity, man. And give thanks for the fans, because we need this stuff, man. Music will make you happy or will break you down.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, in the name of my old man, you know what I mean? Like about 2 weeks ago, I went to Canada, and my homeboy was playing 70s soul music, and man, I went on a journey, bro. Like, I thought about you know, like this. I grew up off of that. This is what my father played.
Yeah.
And it made me realize how important music is, how important the frequencies that raised us.
Right.
You know, it's important for Tech and Steel to be out putting music out because music we need to heal. We need to heal hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Too many cats is talking. I seen somebody talking about hip hop is dead. Like, come on, man, we back there again. Like, how is it dead? It's $1 billion business. Like, dudes is continuously creating something innovative, and now people like us, we sit at the heads of the table. We the historians.
Absolutely.
You know, we can't let the day go by with somebody is rewriting our history. We have to be on the front line. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Which brings me to that clip that I played right before you came on.
Yes.
That was from the Pete Rock Unsung, to which you definitely played a major part.
Yo, man. Yo, when I seen that, it's crazy because my Wiz gave me the flyer. I haven't seen the show yet.
Okay.
And then it was like my man texted me and sent me a clip. The one I sent you.
Yes,
I text you. So and it's like it just feels great to be a part of this line, like this timeline. We get to talk about our heroes right now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? P Rock is one of my heroes, and I got to work with him, and like I learned from this brother, and then I get to go on the platform that's gonna forever be out there, forever be available, and I get to speak my truth, man. That's powerful. You know, so I don't know.
And it's
yeah. Yo, listen, man. I'm on an unsung Pete Rock joint. I'm on the music video box joint, Ralph McDaniels documentary.
Music box joint.
Yo, and like you know, it refreshes me a little bit to see that because normally.
What we grew up on.
Not only did you grow up on it, like I mean, this is our vein, man. This is our bloodline.
Yes.
You know, so it's like it's dope that we can tell our story. We can tell our truths, and then you can see cats like General Steele in the documentary with Nasir Jones and Jay-Z. Like these guys are still in the same family. We may not be on the same stage or whatever in a particular juncture, but we definitely are on the stage, the industry you know what I'm saying? So it's great to be a part of that.
Brother, to me,
that
you
lineage,
right there.
you know?
Right there.
Word. So
I mean,
I ain't gonna front. When I went to see the screening of the Ville Music Box, man, I was sitting behind Nas and Slick Rick. Like I was so fanned out, bro. I was like, yo, this is great, man. Yo, Slick Rick was right there. Nas was right there. Over here, it was a bunch of like, you know, cats like Ernie Panicoli. Like, it's not enough that like, you know, Uncle Ralph is just a great dude, but you got all these different people that, you know, Grandmaster Cass is in the building. Like all these people, like all these important brothers and individuals that not only, like you said, grew up off of it. But you know, this is our thing. We want to make sure it's done well, and them brothers did they did they thug dizzle, man. So big up to Nas and Uncle Ralph on that, and big up to them for putting me in the cut. I made the cut. I thought they was gonna edit the guard out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I made the cut. They had me like in the first 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. All I said was then. I'm like, I made it. I'm good. I want a documentary with Nas and Jay-Z, fam. That's dope. That's big.
The show is so. I remember coming home from school, 10th grade.
Oh man.
I mean, first thing I turn that on. Wait. With the black and white TV with the.
Yo,
because you were channel 31. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
you try to catch that from beginning to end. Because the beginning is normally when they play the new videos.
Yep.
Right? It's like, oh, man, you ain't missed the joint. You missed the joint, man. You be tight. You know?
Dude,
but yeah, that's again, that's like, you know, that's our
Especially
history.
Friday.
That's school, right?
And he'd always let you know which clubs was hot that night, too.
Yeah. That's you know what you're going back to school talking about, yo. You know what I mean? That's status. That's status right there. You know what I mean? That and and listening to the radio, terrestrial radio. Unfortunately, like it's sad that that's kind of like we losing that, especially in New York City.
Yeah.
But then it's crazy because when you go other places, they still deal with terrestrial radio. Like we used to get the goods, even though we had some some DJs that was playing some whack juice, but at least we had options. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now it's a little difficult for artists because this music is so much out there and so frequent. Like it's difficult to find it, and you see artists dropping records now, and you didn't even know they dropped
it came out.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, we rely on technology far too much. Like the things that was basic to us I believe is what helped us to appreciate hip hop.
Yeah.
Like the park jams, like stuff that we don't have that much of now. You know what I mean? So it's like,
not corner ciphers anymore.
It's unfortunate, but then when you go to like the Bay Area, they still do stuff like that.
Okay.
You go to places like Canada, like Vermont, like they still honor the heroes, man. They still like it, and they mix it up. They get mixy with it. They'll have like I went to Vermont a couple of years ago, and they had built a skate park. They had a brand new skate park. So I'm like, yo, it was so ill, and I forgot. I forgot the name of the DJ that lived up there, but they named it after him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, why is New York not doing this stuff, man?
Right,
yo, come on. We the Mecca, man. Come on, man. We need to have some things. And I ain't talking about streets named after dudes. That's cool too.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we need to have some
monuments.
We need monuments. We created this whole attraction. This whole New York electricity. It's like we need monuments. Ain't nobody saying nothing because dudes is getting their little papers right, and they content. But it's about the status. It's like you got to go all the way back to the guard. What the guard Ross said: no more props. I want property in every borough.
Right on.
That still applies, bro. Yeah. But it's like people did like this. It's like they don't want property. They want the props. Yo, like my post, fam. Yo, fam.
Yo, for real.
Fam. I feel sorry for you, bro. Like I don't want to tell you to like my post, bro.
Right.
Like just look at it, you see it, you don't. Like it's an expression, it's an extension of your truth. And if you have to force people to listen to you, you probably got to work on that. You got to work on your approach. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna hold you, brothers, man. Like Instagram is creepy, man. You know what I'm saying? I be taking Instagram breaks, bro. I be having to fast. You know what I mean? So many, it's so creepy. Like I don't, and then you find yourself working for the Instagram. You're documenting your stuff so they can have your content. I'm like, all right, you got to be careful with that. You know what I mean? So my man almost had me get a TikTok. I'm like, dude, nah, son. Chill, son. I almost did it. I ain't gonna lie, but I was like, nah, you're not even gonna, nope. I just recently, I haven't been on Facebook. Like, I got locked out of my Facebook.
Okay.
And I just was unable to get back on. And I'm like, I felt a little bit free.
Yeah.
Word. I don't even, some stuff I'll be missing because it's a lot of people that's there. You can catch old friends or family members and stuff like that. But it's like, you know what, man? You got to free yourself from that sometimes. I ain't banging on technology because it's dope that we can evolve and grow.
I mean, that we can communicate.
We can communicate. We can talk to people across continents. But you gotta free your mind from that though. Don't be a slave to the rhythm, man. That's what I be afraid of, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, if I feel myself getting sucked into the vacuum, it's like, you gotta go outside, go for a walk, sit in the park, read some books. You know what I'm saying? I got all kind of things where you gotta just free that chain, that bondage, man.
That was kind of the message in that movie, Ready Player One. You gotta unplug. So that's why at the end they shut the whole thing down for a day a week.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Right? That's I feel like for me, like going on this trip, I can give you some interesting content. I can show you France. I can show you Lily. I can show you Germany. I can do the commentary, make it engaging, understandable.
Right.
I'm not gonna be taking mad selfies for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, check me out like this. Check me out like this. Check three of these like this. Click. I don't expect y'all to like those. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, just check your boy. Your boy is in Phoenix right now, having fun, is enjoying life. So I'm sharing that with you guys, and you know, that's the vibrations. But I'm looking forward to being unplugged. This is the chance when you get on them long flights. You're traveling, plane, trains, and automobiles, boats even, and it's no time to do this. You know what I mean? I gotta bring my reading materials, man.
Right.
I'm like, yo, I gotta bring a library with me, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, big up to my man Ronald Haynes too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This brother wrote this book, and he said that I inspired him to write.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had did a you know, a speaking engagement in his school. He's a teacher, and one of our mutual friends had passed away after I did the engagement, and this brother hit me on Instagram. This is where it gets nice, because he contacted me on Instagram. He DM'd me. He was like, "Yo, man, I just wanted you to know that I just finished up my book, and I want you to know that you helped inspire me to finish it, write it, and then finish it, due to something that I said back then." Right. Like I wouldn't have remembered nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, dudes sometimes need to be reminded of their power. Yeah. Whatever I said allowed this man to author the book. I got the physical book in my hand, and not only that, he said, "Yo, what we spoke about." He said he went to the school closet, and he looked in the books, and he was like, "Yo, it's the same books that was there when he was when he was a kid." And he said it broke his heart. It made him sad. Right. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of spooky. Like, you just know where's our curriculum? You know, we the poor righteous teachers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We the poor righteous teachers. So when he hit me with that, yo, I ain't gonna front. I dropped a tear. You know what I'm saying? I was able to help a man help the land. You know what I mean? And in turn, it's like, yo, I said, yo, I'm gonna put out a book too. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
There you go.
I just put the finishing touches on my book. It's called By My Own Hands. Right? It is an abstract book of collective poems. And the majority of these poems were written 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So just to show you, like, okay, it's never too late to move forward. You got to apply yourself. So this young man said something that was uplifting to me, and I'm like, all right, well, why can't I do that? I'm doing all this rapping and stuff like that. And then when I got these poems that I just go, nah, well, people are not used to me doing that. Right? So I'm getting, you know, again, you got to unplug. Don't get lost in yourself, and don't think that you're just supposed to be doing this.
Right.
I'm not here to just rap. You know?
Right.
How my man say, rippity rappity scoopity dot boop boop. Like, just, that's not what we're here to do. Like, our entertaining has breached a whole nother different understanding. You know, this is communication on a wild level. You know what I mean? And we sitting at the helm, so you got to give thanks for that, man.
Yes.
Word. So my book is coming out hopefully next month.
Okay.
April sometime.
Look for that.
You know what I mean? Hopefully the people will dig it. It's going to be different because it's not going to be like, it's clearly not going to be the hardcore rap poetry. It's not Def Poetry Jam. It's like, this is me, like, this is like Tone. This is like, this is Daryl. You know what I'm saying? This is like, yo, abstract thoughts. Let me write something down and see if I could touch, touch a different frequency. Bring you more into who the artist is as a person. I think when I look at artists nowadays, like a lot of the older cats, we love them because we grew up with them. We watched them grow. We seen them struggling. We seen them getting money. We seen them lose loved ones, and we grew to know more than their music. I wish we have time to get to know some of these young brothers, man. I really get sick to my stomach seeing them, throw their lives away so frivolously. It's not entertaining, man, at all. It's scary. Like it's crazy to watch the genocide. You know what I mean?
Fair point.
But we gotta crack the ice, man. We gotta put out options. I'm not trying to shut nobody cause down, but we need more options. We can't keep blaming the system. Like these dudes is waving bread. Niggas is wearing money on their arm, literally. Like, yo, what? I got it, like that, son. Word. So buy a building, call it the Yamin You Heard building for the community. Block, bloop. Well, there's no more community centers. All right, let's build one. Let's get something popping.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's a bunch of you raptivists, and when you wanna start, I guess, like how you say, getting activity on and activating the movement and Black Lives Matter and stuff, we need to turn around and see something tangible. You know what I mean? I don't wanna look and see a school closed. You know?
Right.
So I mean, we was giving out food and toys over COVID, during the COVID. We should be doing that shit all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Poverty is real. It's even more real now. You know what I mean? Families are struggling. So the ones that got, I guess they got access to stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to say you should, but like myself, I feel obligated to do something.
Right.
You know, I can't walk around and see people messed up. I can't say the world either, but I can save one or two folks. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, beloved, because I promise you, man, like I don't get paid enough to do what I do. So you have to find your fulfillment. You got to find your joy in some kind of way, right?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
This shit could be depressing, man. You be sitting home going, word, like 2 years you ain't going on tour. You depressed and don't even know it.
Fair.
I be having to check my dress. I'm like, all right, still there. Cool. I be ready to take my hat off. I'm like, this shit gonna be gone one day. I'm so stressed out, man. Like, I'm good to go. Woo.
But Joe, speaking of the tour, I'm glad you segued, because April 12th, Cassiopeia.
Yes.
Berlin, Germany.
Oh man, you see it already, right?
April
It's
14th.
gonna be great.
And then April 14th, he's gonna be in London. United
Word,
Kingdom,
Jazz
yo.
Cafe. I love that spot.
Yep, at the Jazz Cafe, and then at Excel in Zurich.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you are doing it, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I'm expecting this to be an interesting introduction or reintroduction back into the market. Normally, like, Tech and myself, we'll be going like 4 times out of the year. We'll, each season we hitting it. You know what I mean? We hitting it. We hitting it in the wintertime. We hitting it in the fall. We hitting it in summer, stuff like that. Right. So this one, hopefully, this will mean that very soon, the next, summertime will be looking nice for us. Or
there you go.
Fall will be looking nice for us and stuff like that. And again, like I said, man, we got the album coming, so we get to promote. This is the first time I'm talking about it live to the people, because rappers be like this with it. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
We got some things in the works. We coming with it. Woo. Meanwhile, it's like, all right, the way we got to present it now, we got to give people time to digest the food, man. So thank you, brothers, for allowing me to come on this platform and talk about all this interesting stuff that we got going on. What else? I'm forgetting something. Big up to my man, Mark Started out in Canada, Toronto. I've been working with this brother. He has a clothing line called Live It, Wear It.
Mm-hmm.
And what he does is he basically tells the story through his merch. He's a designer, he's an artist, and hopefully he will be working on my album cover, the Smif-N-Wessun new album cover. That would be dope. This is where we keep our 360 strong.
Right.
You know, I met the brother on Instagram, and then I had seen some of his work, and I fell in love with it, and I just like, I want to help. How can I help you push this issue right here?
Yeah, man.
And he was like, yo, bro, it shocked him. You know, it's like for me, as I get older, I want to do stuff that's meaningful, man. You know, like we had fun. We had fun. We burnt up a lot of bread. We loved, we came, we saw, we conquered. I want to leave something of substance. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. Leave something of substance. Don't have a white man playing General Steele in the documentary.
For real.
You know what I mean? Don't rewrite the history, man. We got to do this right, bro. Oh, which reminds me, man. Big up to my man Marlon. Big up to my Decepticon family. That's probably gonna be the next documentary you're gonna see. That is currently in the works, which is a very touchy subject, because in order to do that, you got to be the right. You know, you got to talk to the right people. Everything was handled properly, and again, it's like DCEP is so, you know, some people are still active. Some of these people are still locked up for cases. Some got open cases still, but we're growing. We're older. We gotta. What we talked about as far as the documentary was showing the camaraderie, showing how we created this brotherhood, this brotherhood, this family, and it pretty much saved a lot of us. We was doing some bad stuff, but it was more to it than just the gang aspect of it.
Most boys too.
So that's and it's crazy because, again, man, I can't stress this enough. Like, we look at what the young brothers and sisters is doing, and we kind of like talk down on them, you know, as if we wasn't doing the same thing.
It ourselves.
And it's like, all right, what I want to do with the Decepticon documentary is show you that, all right, we use this platform to survive. You know what I mean? Give thanks and praise that we all ain't have guns. Because it would be a lot more dead and a lot more in jail. I probably we wouldn't be kicking it. I would be just coming home. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. The big homie coming home. Yo, I got an album. I wrote 12 albums in the pen, yo. Some craziness like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, it's not worth it. Like, show your value. You know? Show your value. You're a walking diamond, man. You know, it's like, I want to make sure I leave something. Like, my oldest son is 20. He'll be 25 this year. My youngest will be 22. I owe them something. You know what I mean? I owe them something, so they can have something on the shelf, whether it's a physical, tangible book or something of substance that they dad did and is there. You know what I mean?
Dad did this, but he also did this.
Right. My young guy is into designing. He does clothes. He has a clothing line called Wave.
All right.
And my oldest is he produces and he also rhymes. And it's just like it's like the two bright kids, man, and they need options.
It's beautiful.
They need options, man. They go to school and they creative. So I'm like, and it's funny because I told my son, I said, yo, man, don't be trying to rap, bro. I told him don't, and he did exactly the opposite. But I'm like, yo, I don't want you to feel like, you know, General Steele's son is a rapper. I rap because my pops rap. Like, I think that's corny. Like, if you want it, just know what comes with it. You got to deal with your own consequences. This shit is tough. I'm still getting my head bust left and right, but I'm a part of it. You know what I mean? I have an affinity for this life. You know, the communication that I have you can't pay for. It's priceless.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to Europe on somebody else's dollar. You know what I mean? I'm gonna treat it like a vacation. I'm gonna treat it like I never been there before. I can't wait to get a croissant. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I don't eat croissants in Brooklyn, but I'm gonna eat it in France. Yeah, let me get a croissant and a macchiato or something. You know? I'm doing it all, baby. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's the good thing about life, man. Because I can't imagine like staying in a holding pattern. You know, when you think about seasonal affective disorder, that's real. You know, I was talking to one of my brothers the other day, and he was just angry and sad. I'm like, yo, bro, you need hobbies, man. You need a hobby. You need something to do, something that's interest. Take your time. Get a job. Get two. He just did like 20-something years in the pen. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you did my whole career in jail. And you out here sad. I can see, but you survived, beloved. Like you survived something that a lot of people just don't make it out of. Right. And so while you here, you should show yourself that you got out the belly, right? You did the hardest thing already. So with that type of energy, I'm like, yo, bro, get a job. While you running around, I can introduce you to a bunch of people, whatever, if you want to be in the industry. But don't try to come over here and just jump on the rap boat. I don't like that. Just because you my mans and them, don't try to jump on the rap boat, son. This is not like that type of party. Like, if you want to do it, like my son, I'm not putting my son on. He going to put himself on.
Right.
I did tell him I would love to put one of your projects out, but, that's my son, right? And he wants to show and prove. He don't want no handouts, and I respect that.
And you got
me. I'm on deck for him, but I like the fact that he's willing to.
That's really what hip-hop, the basis of hip-hop been about.
That's facts. That's facts. But then you also know that we got those brothers who like, yo, my man rap, yo, son, we got to do something for the culture. We don't got to rap together, bro. I don't want to rap with all y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rap and I rap. That's it. Let's stop it there. Shake hands, but peace, beloved. We don't got to do songs together. No, I'm good. Right. My man Sean Price was the best.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Sean came to me one day and was like, yo. He said, yo, AZ want to do a song with me, God. Should I do it? I said, hell yeah. It's for the culture. He's like, nah, I don't want to do it. I said, what's wrong with you, bro? He said, I ain't with all that guard body rap. I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sean wanted to rhyme like Sean. Yeah. So he knew his zone. It don't go with what Son doing. So I was like, I respect that. I respect you for that. Because I'm jumping on that. I'm going to kick my guard body raps. I'm going to bust a gun or two somewhere down the line. Like, my style's going to be a little swift and changeable. But I understand when you got a person like Sean and he goes, yo, these are my standards. I'm like, yo, that's gangster right there, bro. That's gangster right there. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been like, yo, spit AZ the verse, see if you like it, and then go for it.
You know what I'm saying? But he just off the like it was troubling. He was like, yo, God. He needed some advice. He needed counsel on that one. I'm like, yo, bro, that's a no-brainer, bro. Like, that's AZ. That's East New York. That's Brooklyn. And he's like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, yo, son, you was wild, son. I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. I forgot who he said was doing. I think it was Static Selector was doing a beat. But these are the type of scenarios that make you love a brother because he's not doing it for the props.
Right.
Whereas other cats are like, yo, word, I'm going to do this joint with Son. It's like, yo, son, you want to make monumental stuff. You don't just want to have your name just flopping all around. We respect these cats. You know what I mean? Like, nah, son. But producer hit me up the other day, was like, yo, you think you would do a rap with me on this beat? I'm like, absolutely not, bro. look at my face though. Like, what? What is this, velvet? What is this? Yo, I'm like, yo, bro. See, we was cool up until you said that. Yep. Like, we was cool. You was sending me beats. I even jumped on the track because this beats is all right. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I'm not shooting nobody down. I'm about creating. I could see through the forest. You know what I'm saying? I jumped on something that was decent.
Right.
You know, and it spoke to me. At the same time, I was dealing with a lot of loss, and so I just spoke to that.
Right.
And I said it to him. He ain't asked me to rhyme. He was just feeding me tracks. So I said, this is gonna be beautiful for him to get a joint from General Steele. And he's like, yo, man, it's like he was elated, bro. He was like, yo, he said, I ain't gonna front, man. This joint had me crying. And I'm like, yo, that's you can't pay for that, bro.
Right.
I can't pay for that. That's priceless. Like what's that? How much that costs? How much that real feeling and engagement? How much that costs? You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because at the time he was going through seasonal affective disorder. He lost his shorty, his dog. He was just like he couldn't get right. He couldn't get right. And here I come out the blue. I don't know this kid. I never met him before. I don't know what he looked like. I don't know if he white, yellow, orange, pink, what. You know what I'm saying? And Instagram. I went to his page and I'm like, damn, this kid, somebody gonna snatch him. He needs a coach. But if one of those producers snatch him, because his game, like he's a crate digger. He reminds me of what we grew up off of. Now his truncade game and his sample game, he needs work. He need a beat minus course or a Pete Rock course or something like that. He would be like if I remember he told me one day, he was like, yo, Large Professor like one of my beats, man. I was like, fuck, Large Pro gonna get him. I gotta sign him up. I want this, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait. I brought you in the game, fam. Yo, relax, fam. Chill. You can't go on Large Pro. Chill. If Large Pro get him, it's a wrap. Yeah. Pro gonna teach you some things. Have his, you know. I'm like, yo, man. These people are born every second. They don't even know, you know. So for me to go say something cool to him and show and prove something to him, it made him start creating more at a more. I mean, I got about another 15 beats I ain't even listened to from this cat. Yeah. Wow. So he's like, I like him. You know what I mean? I want to meet him one day. This kid lives in Poland.
Got a good work ethic.
But his beat selection, bro, that's what attracted me to this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He started sending me DMs, and I'm like, where you finding these beats? They got this record. It's a record store in Poland somewhere? How you getting these, bro? Like it's very innovative. Beautiful samples. I'm like, things that, I mean, I'm not a producer, but it's things that I'm like, yo, I never heard. Yo, this Shaka Khan, I never heard this before. This is really, yo. And it's liberating a little bit, you know? It's it shows you that people are still trying to get into the game. They're still trying to create, like, organically.
The right way.
You know, the right way. But nah, I ain't rhyming with you, son. Chill.
Yo.
Oh, man.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have blown past the 10 o'clock hour, but it has been a jam.
Yeah,
always a proper bill with the guards, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, brothers, man. Give thanks for the energy and the righteous food. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna text you to make sure you good while you over there.
For sure. Thank you, man. I'm gonna put on for the city, bro. I'm gonna put on for y'all, man. I'm gonna put on for the culture.
I know you're gonna tear it down, but you and Jack. I know it's gonna be a live.
It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie produced by Bucktown. It's gonna be a motion picture, man. And I got one of the best partners in the game, man. So it's gonna be a breeze.
Healthy and back to the
feet. Big up to my PNC, man. No sucker free, man. Straight sucker free, man. I can't wait to get up. And because, even us, man, even though we live in Brooklyn and we rock together and we brothers for life, when we're on the road, it's just us.
Right.
It's just us. We are forced to eat together, pray together, work out together. You know, and that right there, that is the ultimate unplug. You know what I mean? When you got your partner and y'all really rocking and rolling. So
Word.
Be on the lookout in a town near you. Go to smif-n-wessun.com.
Bang.
Check the the calendar.
Bang.
Be on the lookout for my book by my own
merch.
hands. Get the merch. We got some. We got a little bit more of these left. Get it, and we're going with some new stuff. So rock with us, man. Smif-N-Wessun.
Yes.
See, booyaka shot. Oh, and big up to my Aki, Abdullah Inshallah Clothing. That's my bro. I be also helping him out, counsel with the brand and all that stuff. He be blessing me, and I promote that. And for those that don't know, Inshallah means God willing. So when we promoting these things, we're promoting music, we're promoting these images, and we're trying to feed people something of substance. Come and get your soul food. Yeah.
Yo,
big up to my man Brett too.
Anniversary of the Cocoa Brothers album.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
See?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
March 31st, 1998.
That's crazy. Like, give thanks, man. We are now going into the figure eights. Smif-N-Wessun.
Bang.
Dedicate this album to Sean Price, man. You know what I'm saying?
God rest peace.
Brothers.
Take care, brother. Be safe.
Yes.
Have a great time.
Yes.
And do your thing, man.
Yes, man.
Blessed
Thank you guys, man. Y'all have a blessed evening, man.
Thank you, brother.
Big salute.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was General Steele of Smif-N-Wessun. And it's always a pleasure having a brother on. It really is, man.
Absolutely. Always great conversations.
Heck yeah. I want to see if I can get him back on when he comes back off tour, because I know those tour conversations are going to be fun.
I'm a cop his poetry book too.
Same.
I like that. I like that. Yes, we are artists, but oftentimes people don't know that their favorite artists are multifaceted and also often very talented in many different mediums.
Get my book.
I mean, like we're broadcasting, we can do a little producing, we can do a little audio. I could sing a little bit, could dance a little bit when my back is acting right. You know what I mean?
Without the bacchiotomy, he's doing things. But nah, bro, you're singing, yeah, we know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, freaking James Ingram ass.
On the wings of love.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for hanging out with us for this long. We really appreciate it. Check us out next week. More big things to come. We're gonna have Drez by the end of the month because he's already going overseas. So his tour is already started. So
if you haven't already, check out his Drink Champs episode.
Yo, do that.
Yeah. And also, before we get out of here, you see I'm wearing the greatest and the dragon joint. Want to give a happy birthday and rest in peace shout out to the great Brandon Lee, the son of the dragon. And we're going to get up out of here. Y'all know what the drill is. Go to the site, buy some merch, share, watch the reruns, go to the YouTube, subscribe, follow, do all the extras. And you know how we get down. We got the merch over there. Got it all back here. You know what it is. Peace and love. Until next week.
It's your main man, Coach Fox.
And it's that dude, Mr. Lewis. Big shout outs to MG the Great. Happy born day, bro.
Happy birthday, my brother.
Welcome to the Candid Corner. This is the show that talks smack about